What advice for preparing for an event and competition would you give? And what sayings of self-talk would you use? I've competed a lot in different competitions, but in some big ones, I was real active in USPSA, IPSC, International Practical Shooting Competition. And when I was working from high A class to master class, the playing field was thick. It was real freaking tough, real tough. So that was one. Another one is I competed in a world championship with the unit, which was the counter-terrorist Olympics. That was a big one. The All Army Small Arms Championship, I took first in that one. That was a big one. That was 2005. That was my most recent one. And then I did the nationals at Camp Perry. There was 1,000 competitors, man. We were all doing the exact same thing. And I did real well in that one too. I didn't win it, but I did real well. So I wrote down a couple things. This becomes easier the more competitions you do. First one out, you're going to be adversely affected to some degree because of, heebie-jeebies, butterflies, that kind of thing. But if you think to yourself, you know what? It's just a fucking competition, man. It's not like bullets are flying at me. I'm sending bullets that way. So I'm going to start by how I culminated this. Take a deep breath and smile because it's fun. It's fun. Just think of it as that, number one. So take a deep breath and smile. It's not work. You've worked your ass off because I know what you're doing. For those of you who don't know, John McCrae's been doing basically what amounts to, it's almost like high power type of competition. It's really good shit. And where he's doing it, adverse weather conditions, wind and stuff can really fuck with the shooter. There's different distances, different guns. It's complicated if you guys don't know it, but I've been privileged. John's been sharing some of his match and practice strings with me on email. And I'm like, damn, man, he's come a long way. I think he's been doing this for maybe just over a year now, but it's really cool. So yeah, take a deep breath and smile. It's competition. And I think it's your first big one. So whatever. Have freaking fun, man. Because at the end of the day, finish strong or finish looking cool. It's about how you finish too. If you finish poopy pants, like self-deprecating, it's not going to prep the battlefield for the next one. You got to go into the first one understanding that you want to do well, but I want to have a good freaking time. So take a deep breath and smile. So the other one is these are big, and I still do this. You got to visualize to actualize. And I'm talking about fine detail shit. I'm talking about feel in your head, feel the trigger, feel the cheek stock weld on the rifle, feel the pressure on the trigger, judge the distance of eye relief. And you're doing all this is in your head. The distance of eye relief between your eyeball and the optic or the rear sight post. See the flight of the bullet. See it. See it. Visualize the flight of the bullet. See it hitting the target. Visualize to actualize. These are strong things, man. I truly believe this. Before I go to the range, I'm thinking about this on the drive. Even if I just have a course, like when I'm running a course, I'm thinking about the first shots downrange as I'm driving to the range with pistol. I know I'm not going to miss. I know it's going to be a stellar demonstration, but I still freaking do it. The other one is play a highlight reel. This highlight reel is you succeeding, and you play it from a perspective where the camera's behind you. So camera's behind you, and you could see yourself moving into position, loading, building a position to achieve a natural point of aim, breath in, breath out, respiratory pause, all that stuff. So you're playing that highlight reel, and the highlight reel is of you succeeding. And the other thing is, don't look where you don't want to go. Hear doubt, but don't listen to doubt. So don't look where you don't want to go. They all kind of tie in with one another. But I think those are real important. And I'm going to finish it back with take a deep breath and smile. I hope that helped, man. I love this Zenny shit. That's all sports psychology shit, right? So it doesn't matter if you're shooting a gun or you're freaking playing golf. These things should apply. Or if you have to perform in front of people.